Okay, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a lap guide on this time trial as it seems to be a very difficult challenge. So I thought I'd give you an insight of my lap, some of the techniques I use, and what might help you. So I actually did this with counter assist steer on. I don't normally drive with driving aids, but I found it easier to get more time with this particular driving aid on. So as we start the lap, try and get a good exit off the final turn to carry a lot of speed coming down, and what you'll see is we've got two yellow bins on the left hand side. What we're going to do, we're going to stab on the brakes, not about 20% braking input, knock it down into fifth gear, keep some throttle input, and then what we're aiming to do, we're aiming to cut the corner slightly, but aim to be hitting the banking where it's at its steepest. If you look where the two stands are on the right hand side of the screen, you want to be 100 yards left of that as you're entering the banking. There's a lot of grip there because of the camber, and that is the fastest way to exit. It's all about the exit speed here. So knock it down to fifth, stab on the brakes, cut the corner, aim to hit that bank, and then knock it down into fourth for the exit, because in fifth gear it'll actually bog down. Bit of brake, throttle input, keep it pinned, down into fourth. The banking sets you up nicely to exit. Now, these S's, it's all about setting it up for the exit. So you want to go as far left as you can. In fifth gear, catch the slide and try and aim to be as far over to the right-hand side for the left-hander. So sacrifice a bit of speed on the right-hander and aim to be on the right hand side of the track as much as you can to actually set up for the left. So you'll see here, I keep it in fifth, I go over to the right, I get the car sliding, I try and get the car as far right as I can, just past the right hander, and then give it this Scandinavian flick and try and set up the exit speed. You can use fifth gear to keep it settled, but on the exit you want to use fourth really here. So fifth gear, keeping it in Scandinavian flick, bit of fifth to make, and then down to fourth. Fifth just gives you a bit more traction. So keep it right here. So we want to be taking a tight line. This is the hardest corner of the track. So this is all about balancing the car again. So we initiate the slide very early, and then it's all about throttle input, balancing the car. If you just pin your foot to the floor in third gear, which is the gear that ideally you want to be going around this corner in, it will slide too much. So it's all about throttle input. About 10-15% throttle input is just right to balance it, to keep a bit of traction in the tyres, but also to allow the car to slide. And you want to be keeping it as tight right as possible all the way round. So get it down to third and sliding. Now a little bit of throttle input, stabbing it on and off, up to 50% really actually. And then here it's all about allowing the car to slide up the banking and carry speed down and out. We go over to the right hand side, cross over the middle to the left. That is the flattest part of the track. If you are bouncing around, you'll lose traction, you'll lose speed, you'll lose momentum. So that's the line you want to take through there. Now this corner, I found the gears massively helped. I was trying to do it through balancing the throttle in fourth gear, but I found it actually easier to just put it into sixth gear. As soon as you put it into sixth gear, the car has a lot more grip, and it's easier to keep a tighter line and a faster line. So what you'll see here, I enter in fifth. As it starts to slide too much, I put it into sixth gear. As soon as I've got it lined up, I'll progressively knock the gear down to set up the exit. So I'll go from fifth to sixth. As it starts to bog down and I'm setting the exit up, I'll go down to fifth, and then finally for the exit you go to fourth, because otherwise it will bog down in fifth too much. Fifth, getting it sliding, starts to slide too much, you want to keep it tight, into sixth. We've got the setup just right, down to fourth, down to fifth, down to fourth. Carry as much speed as we can up the hill now. Now keep it tight left here because the car wants to slide. And again, this final section of corners is all about keeping it as tight as you can and keeping it controlled, balancing the point just right between allowing the car to slide but not the wheels spinning too much. So it's all about throttle input. Look at the throttle input that I'm keep putting in for these series of corners. So I'll go deep right. As you can see, I'm over to the right hand side, but now I aim to keep it as tight left and as tight to that apex all the way round. Keep it left again to then set up for a good exit on the final corner. So downstairs we've got the car sliding, a little bit of throttle input, balancing just right, over to the left hand side, stab of the brakes to get it sliding again, tight to the apex, balancing the throttle, once you've got it lined up straight, foot flat, and heads for the finish line. And that was good enough for a 1:37.6. At the time of recording, that was good enough for 21st in the world, which I will show you now. So I just thought this has been a challenge for a lot of people. Got exactly the same time as somebody on my friends list, coincidentally, although they beat me to 20th for some reason. It might be alphabetical order, I don't know. Either way, I hope that helps. I haven't got a lot of equipment to do YouTube videos at the moment, so the quality's got to be down, but please do like this video, subscribe to the channel if you found this was helpful, and keep an eye out for the future, because I will, once I do start putting more time into this channel, I will start streaming, I will start producing more content to help out. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.